Dude, you know it. You know what's up. There's the two there for him, and there's the non-first wave sitting Centurion side over there for him, and playing at it's around 3 days, 3 hours, and almost 30 minutes is a Gideon character, third character in the squad. 2, 3, 4. There's Reese, who just did the incursion stolen signal, who doesn't have any exotics on him at the moment. But he does have the exotic backpack thing in the Renegade. Oh yeah! And Bree, it's time. Fire. She gave up her exotics to Ethan so that he could have the Liberator with the Centurion and the Pecan and the Historian. He's got 4 exotic weapons, just like Akame got killed, I think that means, with the legendary 88 Kill Bill items. He's got 4 of those on his character, and they're all not even armor, they're all weapons. The show, type thing I mean, Mr. Show does you. And his 5th weapon is not even exotic. That's a 602,000 sniper rifle on tier 5. Gideon really came through today. It was his first really consistent day hitting challenge mode. And this guy was like, just a crazy story. He was like sitting there, and we loaded there, and you didn't get the Barret's vest. He went through again. I'm like, I'm about to quit, do an early lunch or something like that. And then, so I stuck around. I didn't say anything to him. I just stayed in there, because he already reloaded. And I'm like, and the 4th guy quit. I'm like, oh, I feel bad, we just started, we just go in. So we did, and then we got in there, and Barret showed up with 3 of us, and I got dropped, and I didn't think to throw down a station, because I thought the others were doing okay. And as soon as right near going drop, I saw a red pop up underneath Barret with like 2 tails or 3 tails and 2 tails and like 2 orange and a red, or 3 tails and an orange and a red. I'm like, that's an exotic. And then we died. I'm like, no, it's gonna like evaporate. So because we died before clearing that stage, and I went in and to go clear it with them type thing, and then I still saw the red underneath all that column stuff. And I'm like, holy mess, man, that's the red exotic still on the table type thing to claim. So we went in to claim it, and I ended up with 2 Barret's vests type things. One that I already had on me, and one that just dropped under Barret in the challenge mode. I had never rolled it type thing for an exotic in that. What occurred was I had, let's go ahead and quick nap the body over there, and I had been wanting that, and I had been with other groups that had gone to Barret's Vest, although probably not on challenge, like on hard mode or challenge tier daily when it came up. And I didn't give any thought to it. And then somebody said that you could do it by chest, like opening a bundle cache. If you open one, I'm like, man, I've opened like 1,000 of them. I've never had one hit. So I'm in survival and had like a couple good runs in survival for me. Did solo. Made it to the dark zone, but didn't make it out of it. Made it to the dark zone, built the flare gun. Made it to the dark zone, built the flare gun, and picked up the antiviral in the survival thing and made it out. And so I'm opening up these caches. Like the last one was pretty good. It's probably better than the one I had. I'm not really sure. Like the victory one with the antivirals, I think I had 7 or something like that. The other one I think I had like 12. But it might have been the reverse. Anyway, I'm trying to open these things, and I'm not thinking about it. It's not in the, on my mind. I'm opening a cache, and it's just orange and teal, orange and teal, orange and teal type thing, double orange, one orange, double teal, things like that, and I'm not thinking. So I get down to like the last cache, and it was like survival cache, and it had like 4 pieces in it. I'm like, oh man, it. Yeah. I'm like, man, there it is, type thing, like 4 items, these could be 4 teal. And there's like orange, 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 orange. I'm like, well, at least we got 4 256 orange out of it, type thing that needs. So I shouldn't feel any shame in that. Then it's like, then Barret's vest, bonus item, exotic. See what? And I'm like, wow. So on top of the antiviral win that we had from survival, which is one of the patches type thing, we got Barret's vest out of that. That was the first vest that I got. That was Barret's vest that I put on Gideon. And then today, while doing the thing, and we stuck out with the group and doing tier 5 dailies. And then that guy did Lexington. I'm like, I already did Lexington. It wasn't a challenge type thing. I mean, it was just hard mode. So I went into that, and he put it up to challenge, and I'm like, man, it'll be more Phoenix credits. We went through, and it didn't drop anything. It dropped a couple things for getting, but not a lot. Like a couple teal. And I was maxed out at 64 out of 69, 67 out of 69 with the rest of the orange and deconstructing stuff so I can go back through it. And he goes back to the beginning of it, and then I'm like, one of these guys like dropped at the beginning, and I'm like, I ran in, and then the other guy quit, like once we got in, and it was like 3 of us, and we kept pushing, and we made it all the way to there, and got a Barret's vest to drop in there, making my second Barret's vest. One dropped in survival after picking up the antivirals, the other one dropped in Lexington Event Center challenge mode, with like the police academy where Barret, the Ray Barret was held up type thing at me. The leader of the Riker gang type thing at me. Dropping my second Barret's vest. 1 in survival, 1 at Lexington. Yeah. So I have 2 Barret's vests on type thing that means. One's on Gideon, and now I'm about to put 1 on Bree. Yeah. No, yes. Oh, yes. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Sitting 248 there, I think that means. And boom. Yeah. Giving Bree her first exotic since giving up her Liberator to Ethan type thing, along with the Saturnian Pecan and the Historian. Now she's got an exotic back. So it's cool. Yeah. So now I have 2 characters with 2 Lorraine Barretts. No, yeah. So to take off the tactician here, see which one did better. Ow.
Your attention, please. Sporting goods equipment has been recovered and will be made available by the end of the week. All civilians are encouraged to participate in healthy exercise and activities.
Ow. That turned on all her abilities. So I think that means. And but set 3 of this gives her flame turret and flame turret damage at 50% range and more damage. Unfortunately, I lost my skill power one here, my set 3 skill power, the one that I had another 10% on, in that. It's either that or take out my extra set 3 damage on the turret. Yeah. Oh. Because I have to make room for that, the Barret's vest. Yeah. And it's at 1503 electronics. But that's okay. That's okay. At least she's still wearing the exotic type thing. 184,000 is still the highest electronics skill power that we have. And making that move turned on all of her abilities on her weapon. So she's got armor destruction on that and talented to raise. It'll send up her skill power by 15% if she drops them with the weapon that she's equipped with. And the same on that one too. On that talented type thing that means. Talented on the talent type thing. Oh! Double talent. So you won't see it here, but when she's in combat and she drops somebody with either one of those weapons, because of the gearheads that are on those, she'll get either one of these weapons dropping somebody will give her another 15% skill power, which is 15% of 184 added on as a 1, then 2 on to the skill power. She should cross 200,000 just barely, and she should be at 200,000 at like 201 or something like that, 201, 203 skill power while she's in combat with that. And so there's a gearhead, Kotar gearhead, and talented, and talented. So sidearm, light machine gun, or assault rifle. So she controls, she can raise her 15% skill power with either one of those 3 weapons type thing. And she still has Barret's vest.
Terrorists will convene at 1500 hours in the main hall. All are welcome to attend.
And she still has, actually, I take that back. She does have another exotic in there. And I'm trying to think if anybody does status effects on there. Because she does have her urban MDR too, type thing. That means, you know, also has a skill check on there. No! So she's got 2 exotics. I guess that is the right phrase. The phrase I'm looking for is blow me. So it's... And you're blowing me, dude. So right. Let me bring your ass some cookies after it's done. See how it's.
See you soon.
Band-Aid cookies afterwards. Yeah. Where would you Band-Aid cookies after the This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it. See how it's. Yep. There's her urban MDR type thing, and she's got Barret's vest on.
Yeah.
And here. And so, and he's got exotic Exotic. Urban MDR on her, and he's got the Damascus and the bullfrog. And technically, I could put the other bullfrog on Ethan, but he's got armor and armor destruction at 23%, and 416. So I think that means see what it. I hope not. And see, he's Barret's vest too, type thing that means. Yeah. He also has a Barret's bulletproof vest, type thing in that sense. What the hell? You have two of them? Two. Today's day was epic. See what it? I speak true, right? Perfect. That's just craziness. That's great. It's like super great. Yeah. Can we quick nav there? Yeah, send me the mods. And send that over there. That's just great. 414,144 in combination of 2 4s and a 1 and 2 4s and a 1. See how much is. Absolute balance. Precision. I was trying to do a Soul Leader with the asymmetrical garbage. See what I But don't you think it would be more balanced if you just pushed it there to the center? Yeah. Nothing more but asymmetrical lopsided garbage. See what it. That sounds tedious, but I see how it's. Anyway, so you saw the 1223. He's got the Damascus and the bullfrog, and Ethan's got the pecan, the centurion, the historian, and the liberator. Yeah. And then we've got 2 Barret's exotic armor vests on it as well. Technically, I could put an exotic on. What's his name? Yeah. See, if you go to Bree, that's Urban NDR. She's got 1 exotic, and then I've got a bullfrog and a Damascus with 2 exotics, and then we've got an exotic liberator, exotic pecan, and exotic centurion. See what? And then the exotic renegade thing there with the bumblebee backpack type thing. That's from the challenge move in the what do you call stolen signal incursion. And it was his 4th incursion because he already did Clear Sky, Falcon Walls, and Dragon Nest. Yeah. I remember that with the napalm tank and the fire, which I think. Good. Very good.